Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? This is a quick Black Thought. I really don't do these post game joints like this, but I've seen the same offense called 2 weeks in a row with two different quarterbacks. So I'm kind of wondering, does that just dispel the myth that the offense was being ran because they were protecting TBD? Because the same offense was being ran tonight. Same exact offense. We wasn't throwing the ball. Emery was inaccurate. I hope he's okay. I never want to see none of our players get hurt. I definitely hope that young man is all right. But for them not to play JB tells me a lot. Tells me a lot. I ain't gonna get into it right now. I'm gonna get into it on a later date. But trust me, y'all know me. I will talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I will talk about have those tough conversations that many other people won't touch. But I will because that's just who I am. But respect to Don Chaney. He played good tonight. I want to say he had 100 yards rushing tonight. And then you're going to get those that say, yeah, we rushed for 100 yards. John Chaney had 100 yards. What's wrong with the running game? Bro, let me explain something to you. Just like I said about last week, when you go in that condensed type form, when the receivers and everybody are like a yard away from the tackle or the tight end and it's tight, Florida State can cover 11 players with seven defenders or eight defenders because you're condensing the field. You're shrinking the field. You're making it easier for them to cover everybody. You're making it easy for them, and everybody knows on first down we're running the ball 99.89% of the time. We're throwing the ball. I mean, we're running the ball. Excuse me, on first down, no matter what. We're running the ball on first down. Even after a big play, we're going to run the ball on first down. Mix it up. Mix it up. You know, the defense, it bent a little today. It didn't break, like it didn't fully break, but, we still lost. But, yeah, I get it. Emery showed heart, but guess what? Jakari showed heart too last year against Clemson. Nobody gave him the benefit of the doubt. Nobody said he showed heart. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gave that young. No, a lot of people didn't give him that same gratitude. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give him that same gratitude. You know what I mean? They was looking for the next best thing. When he played against Clemson, he had his moments, but it was less than more negative than positive. But he did what he can do. With the personnel that he had at his disposal, right? But yes, Emery showed heart. That's good. That's great. Showing heart don't win games all the time. It just doesn't. The defense shows heart every week. Every week the defense shows heart. It doesn't equal into a win, right? The defense shows heart every week, week in and week out. They show heart, right? And speaking of the defense, not and you look at some people that may feel a little different, but everybody has their opinion, right? Opinions vary, and this is mine. I think playing corner is the toughest position in football. It's the only position where you got to cover a man going backwards who's running full speed at you. But all referees at every level, all of y'all need to be ashamed of yourselves, because y'all allow receivers to blatantly push off on these DBs to gain separation to catch the ball when the DB is in good coverage, good phase. And y'all allow these receivers to blatantly push off, and y'all do not call offensive PI. See, I think a lot of these receivers won't be jack if they couldn't push off. If they had to just rely on their route running and their ability to get open, bro. But they use that push off. They do it all the time at every level, and it doesn't get called. But as soon as the DB gets a little hand on you and turn and look, y'all want to throw the flag. It's almost impossible to play defensive back now at every level of football, bro. It's almost impossible to play defensive back. Corner, in particular. I'm speaking of corner, I ain't talking safety or so. I'm talking corner. It's almost impossible to play corner because the receiver is going to push off and the referee is not going to call it. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. You know, but shout out to the offensive line. The offensive line did what I thought they was going to do. Play well, you know, and I've seen some excuses. Well, you know, Emery's only a true freshman. He's playing in this environment. Look, man, I don't care about that. Because once again, y'all didn't afford Jakari that same type of benefit, yo. Y'all ain't afford Jakari that same luxury. When he was a true freshman, he went into Georgia Tech with third stringers and won. And did have to double down and try to go beat a Clemson team that's 100 times better than this team, this year's team, in my opinion. Right? And just because he missed a couple balls in the spring game, a lot of cats won't crucify this young man. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the color of his skin. I don't know. The black quarterback always gets that. Even in the pros, Lamar Jackson is still getting it to this day. Even when he won the MVP and was a unanimous MVP of the NFL, he still doesn't get credit. This year, you still have anonymous GMs coming out talking bad about Lamar. So I don't want to hear nobody say, "Oh, this ain't a race issue." This country was founded on race. Damn it! So don't come in here and tell me, "Oh, we can't make this a racial issue." Like, yo, they made it that way when they brought my first ancestors over on them boats. So deal with it. It's something that the black quarterback has dealt with from the dawn of time since we picked up the pigskin, and it ain't gonna change. But nobody want to have that conversation. See, nobody wants to have that race conversation when it deals with when it comes to black folk, or when it comes to the black athlete or the black quarterback in particular, right? It doesn't want to come to that. Y'all don't want to have that conversation. Y'all don't want to have that conversation, right? But when Jakari was in, boom, he won Georgia Tech. He lost against Clemson. Cool, whatever. He wasn't afforded all these excuses. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't afforded all of that. In the spring game, he missed a couple passes, and y'all like, oh man, Emery gonna be that. Emery this. No, Jakari, now he's terrible. We don't need him no more. You see what I'm saying? You know, then like y'all had the same like when D Wiggins and Mark Pope was here, and they had occasionally drops. You know what I'm saying? The fan base was wanted to crucify them dudes. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to castrate them young brothers. But I want to see y'all have the same energy for number 7 who drop passes in games. Have that same energy. Have that same energy that y'all had for the brothers on the team. Have it. Because y'all don't, a lot of you. A lot of you like to make excuses for the cats that you like. You're making excuses for the coaches that you like. And right now, our coach ain't getting the job done. Period. See, because that was Randy. If that was Randy, half of you cats out there will be screaming for this dude to be fired. And you can't say that I'm lying because y'all did it when he was the coach. Y'all did it when he was the coach. And I mean, there's not too many coincidences. Like, yo, I don't know if it's true or not, but it was out there. Dude had play call of duty strip from him at Houston. Why? Maybe the offense wasn't clicking on nothing. So then Holyfield had to take play call of duties over. Hey, I might get blasted for the things that I say, but I don't come up here to say I got the best brand or me and my brother we got the best brand. I don't come up here and brag and say I'm the best or anything like that. But what you're always gonna get from Black, you're always gonna get a real, raw, and uncut perspective, in my opinion. I feel I'm one of the realest. Cause I don't have look, I ain't tripping out. My son, Miami coming to recruit my son. So I don't gotta sugarcoat it. I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking facts. And like I said last week, I was at the game last week. So I got to see it up close in person, right? I watched it today from my home. Shout out to that black star right there. Shout out to this black star, Ghana. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the late, great Marcus Messiah Garvey right there, who coined the phrase, the Pan African flag, the red, black, and green. You know, a sister I used to know, she's from Trinidad, so she got me the Trinidad flag. I need I need a Jamaican flag. I need a IAT flag. So niggas, you better get me one and mail it to me, or we got problems. Um, I need a Kenyan flag too. I want a Kenyan flag and a Senegal flag. What I'm saying, the South. I want a lot of flags with different countries in Africa. You know what I mean? But yeah, back to our regular scheduled program. That was just a quick commercial break. Shout out to my peoples. You know what I'm saying? On the whole diaspora, the whole great continent, the motherland. The Caribbean islands. Haiti. Jamaica. What I'm saying? Cuba, Brazil. A lot of these places that are like lot of black folks that are there that been there, and people don't know that, but because they don't talk about it. But yeah, shout out to all them people. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's watching. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get he wants to redshirt, but at some point as a coach, at some point he can still redshirt. Bro's only 3 games up to the season. It's 3 games up to the season, Kane Jr. He can still redshirt. At this point, yo, bro, you got to put him in the game. You got to see what he can do. You got to see what he can do. You have to see what he can do. Like, come on, man. Y'all kill me with that. Like y'all give cats an excuse, and these cats ain't even asking for an excuse. So if that cat want to use an excuse, he can't because some of you dudes already gave him an excuse. Hey, Port Knox. Nah, you miss me, bro. You miss me with that because everything. I don't care if you biracial. What that mean? What that mean? What that mean? Did I say anything about biracial people? I didn't. What I said was, if you listen to me, what I said was, it's always a problem with the black quarterback. And if you don't like it, I said this country was founded on racism. Was it or was it not founded on racism? Port not. Since you want to open your mouth, was it or was it not? So if you're multiracial, or was one of your parents white? Is one of your parents white and another parent black? Because if one of your parents are Caucasian, did their ancestors go to my ancestors' continent, excuse me, and countries, and remove us, steal us, force us from our homeland and brought us to the States? Yes or no? Since you want to get into the discussion, Mr. Helper, and you ain't listen, see, you the problem. See, nobody wants to have this racial conversation. That's why we can't. That's why we are where we are, because don't nobody want to have this conversation. And the proof is in the pudding, brother. You're biracial. Do you look more black or do you look more white? Because if you look like me and you got children, do you gotta have do black people do me? I'm 100% black. right? Let's take someone who's European. Do they have to have the same conversation with their children, sons in particular? Do they gotta have the same conversations with their sons before they leave the home? Because of what's going out here in the streets with police brutality and things of that nature. So don't get quiet, Mr. Knox. See, because you just opened up a wound that I had staples on, that I wasn't trying to open up tonight. I wasn't going there. I was just pointing out the facts about being playing quarterback and being black. Except for depending on the youth team, they don't have to deal with a lot of bull or BS. But once you get to high school, college, and definitely in the NFL, you have to deal with it. Just like you know what? Hold on, y'all. I'm about to go in on this dude. I told you I don't debate nobody, so I'm about to teach this cat because he in my classroom right now. Since you don't want to talk about this racial stuff, right? You said mix with that racial bullshit. That's what you said. Part of my, forgive me, brother Malcolm. Brother, forgive me, brother Malcolm, and I have to use that because it applies. It applies. He says, in in Adam Elijah Muhammad, they say, men curse when they can't find the words to express themselves. But this one applied because I could find every word I need to express myself. Why was one of the reasons why Port Knox? Why was one of the reasons why they would not allow black fighter pilots in the Air Force? What would they say? Oh, their brains were too small. They wasn't thinkers. Same thing at same thing at quarterback. Oh, they can't think. They're not good leaders. Nah, brother, you in my class. I'm the teacher. This ain't no lecture right now. This ain't no lecture. See, because I didn't come in here to talk history. See, but you open your big mouth and don't know football is what I did. Being American African is who I am. And this is what I do 365. Study. And all I did was make a point that playing black quarterback, it comes with a whole lot of scrutiny. It comes with a whole lot of scrutiny. A whole lot. And your margin for error is about this big. It's about this big. That's all I'm saying. Mitchell, what's going on, homie? Glad to see you stopped in, bro. Appreciate you coming in all the way from Poland. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I played with a couple young men that were Polish. You know what I'm saying? I played with a couple linemen that were Polish in high school and college, and them dudes were straight dogs. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes were straight dogs, you know what I mean? Yeah. They used to always try to get me to drink some Polish beer all the time. And I was like, I don't drink like that. But nah, they were cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or who running their mouth. Yeah, I'm on YouTube and I'm talking about something else, right? But you come in here talking about you multiracial or biracial, so miss you with that bullshit. So I got another one for you since you want to say that, right? I got another one for you. A lot of biracial children exploded on the scene during the plantation. Why was that? Why was all these biracial children popping up on the plantation? Since you want to say you biracial, since you going there, you can answer it in the chat. Why was all these biracial children popping up on the plantation during slavery? Huh? Because Master was sneaking himself down to the slave quarters and raping black women with impunity. So don't go, yo. You ain't qualified. You ain't qualified. You know what I'm saying? This is a senior leg course. In college, when you got that one in front of your class when you get credit, right now you got 005. Means you don't get no credit. So you gotta take that class and pass it first before you can get into the credit classes. How did we get here, bro? Desmond, I'm gonna tell you how we got here. We got here because I was talking about just the plight of the black quarterback in sports, high school, college, NFL. and how it's just the plight. And I talked about Lamar Jackson, how you got anonymous people. You know, a lot of these NFL GMs talking crap about Lamar, and they do other black quarterbacks. You know, like they did Jalen Hurts when he was coming out, like they did Lamar when he was coming out. You know what I mean? Like they did RG3 when he was coming out, like they did Randall Cunningham when he was playing. You know, like they did Cam Newton, Dante Culpepper. You know what I'm saying? Doug Williams. Must I say more? So that's what I was saying. Just the disparities in how hard it is for the black quarterback to be seen as an equal, right? So this guy, Mr. Knox, coming here talking about he's multiracial or biracial, and he don't want to hear that racial bullshit. So what I said was, well, this country was founded on racism. See, you know what I'm saying? So like, this is my thing. This is my thing. When any black person talks about black people, we talk about our people in a positive light, and we're shedding light on stuff that people already know. They deem it as we're knocking another group of people. I wasn't doing that, right? What I was saying was strictly facts about playing QB. Then I talked about the Tuskegee Airmen, right? But when they wouldn't allow them to fly because the narrative was, oh, we couldn't think. We wasn't good thinkers. We couldn't think under pressure up there. Our brains were small. Things of that nature. Same thing they said about black QBs. Oh, they can't lead. They're not good leaders. This, that, and the third. So I wasn't trying to come up here and give a history sermon. I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I was. I wasn't trying to do that. I gave shots out to my beloved continent that I love dearly. You know what I'm saying? Kevlar, aka Africa. Then I gave shout outs to the flags and the people that got them for me. That's what I did. That was like a commercial break. So then I was to come back in and talk about the game, which I'm about to do. So I left off talking about corners, right? I left off talking about corners and how referees have to do a much better job calling the offensive pass interference because Demonte Brown got pushed off. Coleman pushes off. Wilson pushes off. All these big receivers push off because they can't create natural separation. My son last night got pushed off twice. No call, right? But I'm okay with that. I'm built for it. He built for it. He good. We move on. We know we gonna work on coming into next year. He gonna get bigger, faster, stronger, and they ain't gonna be able to do that. So he gonna be elite. His goal is to be one of the best DBs in the state of North Carolina, and it's obtainable as long as he works for it. But this ain't about my young man. Then I got another son who realized last night, and he said something very profound. He said, "Dad, I'm not gonna do X, Y, and Z." He said, because I got to get on the field in varsity next year to play with my brother so he got somebody else he can trust. And that shit hit me right here because it felt like he was starting to understand all the talks and the lessons that I've been giving to him. That he it finally hit him last night. So his mission is the same as his oldest brother's mission to get in the best shape possible, get as strong as you can, fast as you can. And they're gonna do that because I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna get them there, and as a team, we're gonna get there together. But the referees gotta do a better job with that, man. They have to do a better job with that. The play calling has not changed. 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. I'm in Germany at the moment with the AM. Love it. Yo, Mommy Day 305. I appreciate you, brother. Coming to us from Germany. It's funny that you come to us from Germany because me, Negus, and Flag was just talking about something about Germany, but that's a conversation for a different day. But I'm glad, brother, you watching 1:58 a.m. in the morning. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? He said, see, look, hey, somebody deal with Port Knox, right? So somebody deal with that dude, right? Did I? Hey, Port Knox, did I say you a plantation baby? Did I say that? No, you don't listen, brother. That's why you failed my class. because you don't listen. I said, I said, it was fix the words to say biracial and is to have their own story, misogyny informed by the other half, 1% rule, enough said, let them know. Appreciate who said that? Let me go up and read that. Who said that? Because Dante, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, champ. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not saying you're a plantation baby, not. What I said was a lot of biracial children, if you know history, was popping up. Why? You know the answer to that. Stop it. Thomas Jefferson had a slave locked in his attic that he was raping, and she was like 13 years old. So come on, bro. But bro, we want to talk football. I'll give another history, a black thought, another day. We won't talk this game. Now, was this game obtainable and winnable? Yes, it was. Did the defense do what the defense has done so far all season? Yes. Did the defense have some holes in the run game at parts of the game, like I had put in the chat that it was like Swiss cheese at some point? Yes, it did. It did. You know what I'm saying? It did. And yes, it wasn't consensual. Thank you, Dante. Thank you. It damn sure wasn't consensual. But yes, the defense at points was a little had some holes in it. Cool, but gets readjusted. We could have won the game. The play calling is killing us. The offense is hurting us. Jacoby George, shout out to that young man, shout out to that brother. Ball tonight. Ball tonight. Kobe Young came up with two key catches. I need him. I need him to get involved more in the offense, but that's not on him. That's on the play caller, and that's on the person throwing the ball. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm so proud of Don, though. I'm so proud of Don. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people were down on him after that Georgia Tech game. I wasn't. I wasn't down on him. You know what I'm saying? But I would just like to see Don maybe lose a little more, lose some inches, maybe shed a few pounds. To you could see that ability there, and you could see that burst. Like that burst wants to come out. That second, third, fourth gear. He lose a couple and do a lot of speed training this off season. Yeah, I think Don could be that other home run hitter we have in the backfield. But the play calling, man, it's like we do no crossing routes where we got when I'm talking about crosses from both sides. So if we're crossing from left to right, when you cross from left, you're setting almost a natural pick for them underneath crosses coming from right to left. Just to create space to get somebody open, to catch them, to get them in motion so they can catch it and get upfield. No flood routes. Like all our routes, like, oh my God, when we go in that condensed form, that tight set, they know what we're doing. They know what we're doing. Like I said, we're running every first down. We're going to run the ball. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. This was a game that we should have won. We should have won this game tonight. The refs ain't help. That was a safety. That's two times that happened to us. That was a safety. Two times. You feel me? I, bruh. Then people talking about James Williams because James Williams is like, yeah, talking. Like, so what? I want that. That's Nate Webster to me. That's Ray when he was here talking. And Ward and all of them talking. Vilma talking. Like, yo, it's like cats wait for James to do the littlest thing. Like James could pick his nose on the field. They go, oh my God, he digging up his nose. Like, yo, y'all wait for the littlest thing for James to do, and y'all talking, oh, he's hurting us. Oh, take him out. James didn't have no penalties today. James balled out again. James has been one of the best players on the defense all season. Like sometimes, people they get to a point where when you don't like a person or you don't care for a player, no matter how good he's playing, you're not gonna like him. You're always looking for the wrong thing that y'all deem he's doing wrong. Y'all look for the negative. And as soon as you see it, as soon as you see that little window open, y'all jump right up in there. Y'all jump right up in there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all jump right up in there and be like, see, James, he up to his own things again. He talking, he this, he that. Nah, man, James is bringing that fire. Tell me one game you seen James quit on his teammate. Tell me one time you seen James hang his head down low if he missed a tackle or something or blew a coverage or somebody caught a pass on him. Show me. Tell me. Name me the game. Show me. And you absolutely right, bro. You absolutely right. Show me a game this year where James gave up a pass or may have missed a tackle and he dropped his head and felt sorry for himself and went and alienated himself from his brothers. Name me one. I agree with that, Dave. Name me one time. Last week, I I contribute that to frustration when he tried to shoulder smash the running back and he bounced off, whatever. But what about the game before? I don't know, who was it, Clemson or something like that, or somebody? Yeah, when James had that outstanding open field tackle on a running back. I'm like, man, you know, I tell my brother Wingo, hey, nigga, tell Wingo to get his butt up in here. Text him, tell him to get his tail up in here. I tell my brother Negus, I'm my brother Wingo, that I don't like going certain places. I don't like going certain places, and he always tells me, nah, you need to be in these places because they need to hear it from you. So you need to be in these places. You need to go to these neighborhoods. You need to, they need to hear that. And and when I talk, people sometimes think I'm mad or I'm angry, but I'm not. I'm passionate about things that I love. I'm passionate about ball. I'm passionate about my Kings. That's passion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I can motivate anybody to play on. I can motivate you. That's not my. That's not my. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. It's just passion. So when I come up here, I'm giving it to y'all so y'all can feel me. So y'all can feel me right now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can feel me. Feel what I'm giving you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, yo, I may not be the best YouTuber. Me and my brother, our platform may not be the best. We may not have 100,000 followers or several thousand followers. Nah, but I'm one of the realest. See, because I'm gonna give you football. See, but I'm also gonna give you history behind it to break down and to back up everything I said. I ain't gonna give you no speculation like that. But I'm coming to you as one. I'm one of y'all. I'm one of y'all. I'm just on the other side of the computer screen. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I love James. Love him. I love what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I love what he's doing. But at some point, the defense is gonna have a conversation with the offense, and it's not gonna be pretty. It's not. It's not gonna be pretty. That we're a team, we're a brotherhood, we this, we that. But at the end of the day, like, yo, y'all can't keep putting us in these bad situations, yo. Hey, real talk, Bird, real talk. Y'all can't keep putting us in a situation, man. Like Warren Sapp said it perfect one year. The year my Bucks they lost to the Rams 9-12 or something like that. He's like, yo, we just lost 9-12 in the NFC Championship game or something like that to the Rams. They held the greatest show on turf to 12 points. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and what he say? All we need is offense. He said, we just held the greatest show on turf to 12 points. All we need is some help. He said, all we need is 14 points. He said, all we need is 14 points. And we good. And what happened when he got an offense? That defense was one of the best in NFL history, and they won a Super Bowl in 2002. Yo, I'm not saying our defense is an NFL defense, but our defense is good enough. If our offense would have scored, say, 28 tonight or 21 at some point, and they were fresh, yo, we win. Like our record, we could be undefeated right now. But we got a QB that got 11 interceptions in 5 games. And that ain't on no coordinator. That's on him. Emery's inaccuracy tonight is not on the coordinator. It's on him. Real talk. Real life. Emery did throw a dart. He threw 2 darts tonight. He threw 2 darts tonight. He damn sure did. One and both of them for touchdown. 2 darts. 2 great passes. But what about all the other passes he was throwing in the dirt and just erratic all over the place? See, those are things that appreciate you, Category 5. And I'm not really showing the stuff up on the screen because my computer's acting wacky, so I'm kind of doing this through my phone right now. So, yeah. But I get it. People going to like who they like. They're going to make excuses for the people that they like. I've never made an excuse for any player that I liked in Miami. Y'all all know I'm a big Gerald Porter fan, who was the best DB we got on the team. And he's been playing like the best. I'm going to say he got hurt last week. And all y'all know I'm a big Don Chaney fan. Y'all all know that. And in the Georgia Tech game, I said, Don, you know where we are in the game. You know they're going to be going for the ball. You should have protected the ball a little better. I ain't making no excuse and say, oh, no, well, he should have been in there. We should. Nah, I gave the constructive criticism first as a running back. In that juncture of the game, you know where we are. You know the situation. 2 hands over the ball, cover that thing, boom. Get what you can get down on the ground. Period. I said that. And then I came with building them up when I said you shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place, champ. Y'all should have been in victory formation. Oh, yeah, Richards played his butt off too, bro. Yes. Yes, Richards played his butt off too. But once again, the push-offs, man. The push-offs. The push-offs are killing us. Yo, receivers do it every game. Watch. And you may get an occasion the referee will throw a flag and say, yo, offensive pass interference, but 9 out of 10 times, either it's gonna be a no call or it's gonna be a PI on the defense. Simple. Bro, going back to this offensive stats, when we tight like this, so what you're doing, when we tight like that, Florida State get tight and they blitz it. They blitz corners, they blitz safety. We should be able to get outside of that, right? If you don't read it, if you got Jakari there, they can't do that. But if we're in that type formation and they still want to play it, if you zone read it, he out the back door. Like, I don't know why Jakari's not playing. I do know somebody said it was his words out there saying he was the red shirt. Fine. But we got 3 games left, if I'm not mistaken, right? He could play next week and the week after that and still be good. You feel me? So I don't know why he's not playing. Like I said, some people say with the red shirt, fine, that's great. But I would like to see his progression. I would like to see how he's progressed and how he's developed from spring up until this point, right? From spring up until this point, I would love to see how he has progressed. So when we go next week, TVD is going to be the starter. So we go back to TVD next week. So we go back to TVD next week. And of course, now due to Emery's injury, unfortunate injury, like I said, I'm sorry, that was terrible to watch. Never want that to happen to that young man. Wish him nothing but a speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but a speedy recovery. Now JB will be the backup quarterback only due to an injury. So I'm like, Dawson, what's the problem? Is it because Jakari wasn't the quarterback that you recruited? Because that does happen. Quarterback OCs tend to not really, vibe with QBs that they don't recruit. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. So, and we might as well just stop recruiting tight ends. Just that recruiting spot that we got for tight ends, recruit an extra lineman and put them in at tight end because we don't throw them the ball. Our offensive coordinator doesn't know how to get tight ends involved in the passing game. He doesn't know how to do it like that, really. So let's not recruit tight ends no more. We have went from tight end U to tight end Dud to tight end Jag. That's what we are. Tight end Jag. Because we don't utilize the tight ends. We don't use them. All we do is block and use them for checkdowns. So don't recruit tight ends no more. Don't recruit tight ends no more. Because we don't use them. We do not use them. So why are we recruiting them? And at this point, like yo, God, what's his name? Is Skinner that much? Is he that? And the other tight end is that much better where we can't get Skinner out there to see what he can do? To just flex him out to create a mismatch? Missy Dawson endorsed Shakari Black. I believe Dawson was Shakari. He full potential of what y'all. Yeah, I mean, well, I feel you, Bird. I feel you. But if so, play him. Play the man. Play him. And let's just see, like, yo, we're 6-4. We could finish 6-6. Some people talking about, oh yeah, that's an improvement. Bull. That ain't no improvement. I don't want to hear that. That's not an improvement. An improvement is 8 to 9 wins. What was our record last year? We won what, 5 games last year? So we improved by 1 game. That's an improvement. Like, come on, man, y'all, man, kill that noise. Kill that noise. Like, kill that noise. Like the title said, freestyle fanatic. Shout out to the R. Shout out to the great Rakim. You know what I'm saying? That was Live to Fury. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the freestyle fanatic. So shout out to Rakim, the great Rakim. You know what I'm saying? The great Rakim, the God MC. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the R. But but yeah, man, I'm like, and honestly, I'm not even upset. Like, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad about the game like that. You know what I'm saying? Because my defense makes me proud, yo. Hey, yo. Now we don't do that, bro. But I'm proud of my defense. I'm proud of them every week. They go out there, you know what I'm saying, with their hard hat, lunch pails, and they 40 below work. They 40 below work boots on. If you from where I'm from, you know what the 40 belows are. You know what I'm saying? If not, look it up. But they go out there every day with that, and they you know what I'm saying? They ball. They ball week in and week out. Yo, can we play with it like a two possession lead against a good team? Could you give us 14-0 or 21-0? Can you give us that? Can you give us that where the defense is playing fresh and they can fly around, right? And they do that anyway. But they playing fresh. They're not playing tight. Like, yo, we gotta get a stop. You know what I'm saying? We can't go down two possessions. We gotta get this stop to get the offensive ball back. You feel me? Like, can we play a game where we jump on an opponent, a good opponent, when we up 14-0 or 17-0? Can we do that? I just don't. I know if I was Jakari, right? If I was Jakari, and it ain't even about Jakari. If I was on, if I was a player in that position, at this point it's a business, right? At this point it's a business. Y'all getting paid now. It's a business, and you looked at as young men. You're men now. You're men. Then I'm gonna go have a man conversation with whoever the coach is, and I'm gonna ask him, "Do you not believe in me? Do you not believe in me as a player and my skill set that I can get the job done and win games for us? Because if you don't believe in me, let me know, and then I know what I need to do. But if you believe in me, if you tell me you believe in me, then don't tell me by telling me. Tell me by showing me. And how do you show me? Put me in the game. But if you don't believe in me, tell me, and I know what to do moving forward to put myself in the best situation possible to hopefully change my life and my family's life, whether it's here or elsewhere. See, we gotta have these conversations. See, these young men gotta start having these conversations with the decision makers or the decision maker and get it from their mouth. Just ask them, do you not believe in me? Like, do you not believe in me? Right? Almost like the conversation the GOAT had, let's say GOAT talking about MJ, Mike Jordan, that Phil, I forgot the coach name, Collins, Doug Collins had one night after Jordan only scored 8 points and he took Mike out, and on the bus, Mike sat next to him and asked him, like, yo, do you believe I can still play? And he was like, yeah. He said, well, if you believe, he said, 'cause I need you to believe that I can still play, and some other stuff he said. The following 3, 4 weeks, Mike dropped 40, 40, 40, right? At 39 years old. So you gotta go to the decision maker and ask him. Now it wasn't Phil Jackson, it was Doug Collins. This is when he's playing for the Wizards. This is when he's playing for the Wizards. So you gotta have these tough conversations with the decision maker and ask them, do you not believe in me? Do you not believe in me and my skill set, my ability, my talent? Do you not believe that I can get the job done and win games here? For whatever university it is, I'm speaking to young men in college football in general right now. And if they say yes, they believe in you, then you ask them, then well, give me an opportunity to show you who I am. And if they don't, they say, if they don't, or they give you an answer that kind of tells you they don't believe in you without telling you directly, then you know what to do. Then you know what to do. Like, for instance, like I'm going through this whole recruiting process with my son, my oldest son. and my younger son will be coming up shortly after. So when we go on visits now, we have to ask certain questions, and depending on what answers we get, we know what to do. Same thing, bro. Like you gotta ask. Like I remember when I was in school, when I was in high school, and the coach was always trying to tell me how to run. Like always trying to tell me how to run. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, da 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 da. Cool, I get it. Certain things like I understand, boom, 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 boom. But I asked him, I said, yo, do you believe in me? Do you trust me? I asked him, I said, yo, do you trust me? He's like, yeah, I trust you. Why you asking me that? I said, because every time I run the ball, even in practice, and I bounce it, you always tell me not to. But there's nothing there. You got to trust that I see what I see. I said, trust me. I said, let me work and you'll be happy with the results. And the proof is in the pudding. Like you ain't being an a-hole. You ain't being disrespectful. You ain't being insubordinate. It's like if you on your job and you know you're doing your job, but and you know you qualify for a promotion and you keep getting overlooked by cats that just got hired 3 months after you, and you going to them like, yo, do you go to them, you ask them like, hold on, I've been here 3 months longer than that person. Do you not trust that I can do the job? It's the same thing to a degree. You ask. You gotta have those tough conversations, bro. As players, you gotta have those tough conversations with the decision maker, not with the position coach. You do that not with the coordinator. You go to coordinator after. I'm going to the head man because the head man calls the shots. I'm going to the head guy first, or I meet with both of them at the same time. So nothing is lost in translation. So nothing is lost in translation. You meet with both of them or all three. And if the coordinator is the position coach, then it's just two of them. And you have that conversation. Real simple, man. Real simple. You know what I'm saying? I want to appreciate all 36 of you. I ain't going nowhere yet, but I just want to, give y'all flowers right now before instead at the end, all 36 of you decide to jump in here with me, real quick. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all you in the chat that went ahead and handled that situation that was going on up in there. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? But the transfer portal opens up in a few weeks, and I know we want certain players to come, certain positions. What are we selling them? What can we sell them? What can we sell them that Florida State can't show them? Feel me? The difference between selling me something and you showing me something. Florida State offense is showing backs and receivers, yo, this is what we do. What is our offense showing potential receivers or backs? Oh, all we're gonna do is run you up the middle. We're gonna bang you up, bruise up your shoulders, so you be no good when you get to the next level. Now it's good if you play offensive line and you come here. Yeah, we showing you that we some road graders. We some road graders. I mean, if he does, I mean that's the decision he has to make. I hope he does it. I'm being nosy. So if he does, I mean, that's the decision he has to make. He has to do his best for him. You know what I'm saying? I love that young man. You know what I'm saying? I think that young man could be a difference maker here. You know what I'm saying? I think that young man could be a difference maker here. You know, just given the right opportunity to get on the field and prove himself. You know what I'm saying? I think he'd be a bolt of lightning to this offense because it just he's a different dynamic. You know, so he brings a different element to the offense. But you know, we in a wait and see mode with that. Um, but like I said, if you offensive lineman, yeah, come here. You got two of the best offensive line coaches in the country. See what the O line is doing. So yeah, but and if you on defense, see what the defense doing. You're gonna get used. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get used in multiple ways, different facets. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Parker, you like that? Yeah. So yeah, you know. So come here. Hey, Black, that's a parent's job. What's a parent's job, niggas? What's a parent's job? What's a parent's job? But now, man, yeah, I'm definitely playing for Rivers. Everybody prayers up for. I'm not Rivers. I'm talking about Emory. Excuse me. Prayers up for Emory. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up for that young man. He did show some moxie, stretching that like he put his body on the line. For his team. You know what I'm saying? And that's always gonna be appreciated over here from me. I'm always gonna appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna appreciate that. But you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm at the game, I'm looking at the game from a analyst and the coaches and a former player's perspective. That's just how I am. Sorry, I just that's how I look at football. When I watch certain movies, I'm I'm not watching it to be entertained as much. I watch it for look at other stuff. I find entertainment in it, but yeah, I'm just different. I'm wired different. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna apologize for that. I'm never gonna apologize for who I am. You know what I'm saying? But tonight, it don't really hurt me. I'm upset. I'm disappointed a little bit, but I guess I'm a little disappointed. But I know we should have won tonight. We could have won the game, right? And then it's gonna be some people that say, well, we're showing improvement. Last year they scored what 50 points. I get that. I understand. Yes, I I agree. I agree. You right. Yeah, yeah. You see the Trinidadian flag. It was this sister that I used to know back up in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Cool sister. She from Jersey. You know what I mean? And she had went home and she got me a flag. She knew I was trying to get a few flags from a few different countries, and she hooked me up with that flag right there. Niggas, I was saying earlier, I need an IAT flag. So yeah, bro, I need to have that in the mail uh, within 2 weeks, bro. So you need to work your magic. I need a IAT flag. You know, if not, putting you on the hit list, putting you on the hit list, and bro gonna show up at your house, you know, and drag you to the store and make you get it. Yeah, the referees did us bad too, Fila. The referees didn't do us no justice tonight. That was definitely a safety. That was definitely a safety. Yeah, Sade, what's happening? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. That was definitely a safety, man. Definitely a safety. It was definitely a pass interference one time when their DB had our receiver like this. Now this is a PI. I don't care. This is PI. I don't care if the DB doing it or the receiver doing it. That's PI, right? The DB at this time was doing it to our receiver. That's pass interference all day long. Them referees were horrible, horrible. If I'm Coach Cristobal, I'm sending that tape in to the ACC, and I'm talking about how it happened against Clemson and it happened tonight on the safety. You know what I'm saying? Pedro, I need a flag too. You know that. I need that joint too. That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I need that IAT flag. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Bookburn Dunny. You know what I'm saying? Jack Dessalines. You know what I'm saying? And all the warriors. sisters and brothers, you know, all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? During that Haitian Revolution. Shout out to all of y'all. Appreciate that. Y'all don't know what that did for us over here. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. But but yeah, bro. Questions like, yo, where do we go from here, y'all? Yo, family, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here, family? Like, what do y'all see next week be coming? Louisville and then BC. Do we finish 8-4? Let me get some of y'all. Come on, man. Let's talk now. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. You know, in the chat, let me know. Do y'all think we get the next two games? We home next week, then we up at BC the following week. I don't know why Chris Johnson is not playing. Um, I'm cool that he's not. I think he still has to learn to be more patient and hit the hole. You know what I'm saying? Then get out because right now he has that. In my opinion, you know, he wants to get it and bounce it outside. You know, he got to be a little more patient. But I think next year the sky's the limit for him. You know what I'm saying? I need a Jamaican flag. I said that, and you know I had this conversation with Pedro before that I don't like using those words, but I understand, you know, that's the country where they're from. But I need me a Jamaican flag. I need me a Jamaican flag. I need one of those too. I need one. I need one of those too. I like the way them colors pop in that Jamaican flag. I do. So big bro, you think we split? You think we go 1-1? So we finish the season 7-5? A two game improvement, so to speak. Facts, John. Straight facts. Straight facts with that comment. Straight facts right there. Straight facts. Let me see if I can show some of these. My joint ain't acting all crazy. Yeah, straight facts though. I definitely agree with that. So I mean, my honest opinion, and not a homer opinion, my honest opinion is that we have the defense. Oh, I need a Kenyan flag too. I'm tripping. I got my Kenyan Mau hat on. How can I forget? I need a Kenyan flag too with my Mau. You know what I'm saying? But I think we have a defense where we have a defense that should be on an undefeated team. You know what I'm saying? We now said Jones, what's happening, bro? Like I think we have a defense that could be on an undefeated team. With that being said, I think our defense is good enough where we can sweep the last two games. Now, with that being said, is the offense good enough to make it a reality? Right? We have a defense good enough to get us these next two games. That's right, big bro. Hold on, let me get. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. We go, mama, right there. See me? But we got a defense good enough to get us the next two games. But is it a reality? Is the offense good enough to make that a reality? If that makes sense to y'all. If I'm making any sense with that. You know, hopefully I am. It makes sense to me. You know, our defense is pretty damn good, bro. And I think our defense is gonna be even better next year. Because you got a whole year in the system. So in spring ball, you're not in the off-season period, you're not installing, right? You're not doing a bunch of installs because everything is already installed and everything's already installed unless you want to add new wrinkles. Unless you want to add new wrinkles to it. You know what I'm saying? New wrinkles to it and stuff like that. Um, but we gotta get this offense fixed. When I say fixed, I ain't talking from an offensive line standpoint. Offensive line, in my opinion, is lights out. I think it's gonna be lights out next year as well. You know what I'm saying? I think the offensive line is still gonna be good next year. I'm talking about from a schematical scheme standpoint, concepts, getting cats on the edges, you know, doing different things in the passing game, taking deep shots when the team got 7, 8 men in the box and they're playing you with a single high safety sometimes. Or if they play with two high safeties, they're playing that Tampa 2. We know the vacant spots in the Tampa 2 is the middle of the field. Exploit that. Exploit it. You know, but I know people that's gonna, there's gonna be people behind them closed doors, in their little huddles, talking about, man, you see A Black show? Man, he don't know that he talking shit. He said, I ain't say nothing bad about Mario. I just said right now they ain't getting it. That's the reality. We 6-4. We 6-4. Like, yo, I don't look at this as anything positive. Like, we one game above than what we were last year. Offense almost looks the same, bro. Last year, what we do average 19, 20 points a game. We're averaging about that this year. We're averaging almost the same this year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't got the numbers. I don't know. Hey, niggas, look it up. Or somebody look it up for me. Last year, I know we averaged about 19, 20 points a game. This year, somebody said, I think during the Storm Warner show, mentioned that we was averaging maybe um, 21 or something like that. Why do we run up the middle with it? Bro, that's the $1 million question. That's the million. Do you know we don't throw no swing routes to the running backs? A swing route is a long handoff, bro. You get the running back in space where his shoulders are square, he's already facing downhill. Boom. So I just don't. We run no swing routes to the running backs. Today was the first time I seen us run a running back run an actual route, ran a choice route. I think it was to Bashard. Like Bashard should never come off the field unless he taps his helmet. He should never come off the field. Never. Should never come off the field. I mean, Don Chaney had over 100 yards, I believe. So Don Chaney played pretty. Don Chaney played pretty good. No, not pretty. Don Chaney played good. Let me rephrase that. Don Chaney played very good tonight. Very good. You know, and if anybody says he didn't right out there, then they just not a fan of Don Chaney. They just not a fan of Don Chaney. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to what I said earlier about when you have an opinion of a player, if you don't like that player, no matter what he does good, you're never going to compliment him on that. But you will compliment him on if he gets a 1 yard loss, you will say something about that because you don't like him already. You know what I'm saying? Something's wrong with the Strepo. I don't know what's wrong with Strepo, to be honest with you, John. Honestly, I think everybody needs to come back on defense. Everybody. LT, I think everybody comes back. I said, I think everybody should come back. Who comes back? I don't know. I don't think LT's coming back. I don't think Cam or James are coming back. But I think they should. I think they should come back. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I think this game. I think it's small facets of their game that they can improve on and show NFL scouts certain things that they can fix. But I get it, it's a business. If you're good enough to go bottom first, top second, you know what I'm saying? You got to take that. You got to take that opportunity, right? But we've seen it too many times in the past where young men were told by people they were going to go in the first round or second, and they don't go until the fifth, sixth, or not drafted at all. So offensively, I think Cohen is going. I think Cohen is a late first, early second pick. He's a day. I think he's late first, or even more likely a day two pick, top of the second round. He's balling. Um, Lee can lead too. I think I mean, centers, smart centers with that has that has that much experience is coveted in the league. Um, but will he go? I don't know. Maybe he may come back because he can't. Rivers can go too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really concerned about offensive line. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really concerned about offensive line. Defense, I think we got people in place that can pick up the slack if Cam and James leave. You know what I'm saying? I think we got people that can pick up the slack. I think we got individuals that can pick up the slack if LT leave. Jared Harrison Hunt's been balling out. Love the way he's been playing. Love the way he's been playing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're entitled to your opinions, Dennis. He may not be a first rounder. He may be a second rounder. That's fine. As long as he make it to a second contract where he gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know how he gonna grade out. We don't know how he gonna test. We don't know how he gonna do in the combine. He may sneak into the late first round. You know, a team like my team, Baltimore, is always scooping up linemen, creeping back up in the first round. So we never know. We gotta wait and see how he tests out, and things like that. So yeah, the cornerbacks had a hell of a game. Damani Brown is the truth, bro. Damani Brown, or excuse me, Damari Brown. Pardon me, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm big on wanting to make sure I get everybody's name pronounced right. So I apologize to you, young king. Damari Brown is a baller. He's a certified goon, and he's gonna be one of the top corners in the country before it's said and done. And I'm saying that as of next year, he's gonna emerge as one of the top corners in the country. You heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? You heard it here first. So, you keep this receipt. You know, if it doesn't happen, hey, it doesn't happen. But he's gonna be one of the top corners in the country. I said one of the top corners. I didn't say the best corner. But I said he's gonna be one of the top corners mentioned in college football. And 25 has been balling as well. The transfer from Vanderbilt. He has been balling as well. You know what I'm saying? So the question is Gitry coming back. I think Gitry will be back next year to build upon what he's created right now. We're ranked 19th in the country. We got a 19 ranked defense. I think if he come back next year, we could be a top 15 defense. With a 19th ranked defense, we should be undefeated right now. Just think of that. We could be undefeated right now with a 19th ranked defense and it's ball. Imagine what it could be next year with more players. LSU is going to call. Maybe, maybe they might, but it's all about a fit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about a fit. LSU is home, but LSU may feel they can get somebody bigger. They may think they may have somebody better on their mind. You know what I'm saying? But I think he'd be here. I think he'd be here next year. I do. I think he'll be back with the influx of talent we got coming in on defense. What we have already on the roster that's redshirting. You know, um, somebody a big D tackle that we got from Bama that's not playing this year that's redshirt. I think is going to be crucial in the middle. Um, Now we got to get that offense flying, bro. If that offense is clicking and scoring 30 a game, bro, nobody wants to see us. We boat race everybody. It's a smoke show. You know what I'm saying? It's 2008 Beijing Olympics with Hussein Bolt out there with this defense, and if our offense could put up 30 a game, it's not even close. It's not even close, man. You know, it's not even close. We gotta get this offense. We gotta get this offense fixed, bro. Because really, what we got? Louisville, BC, bowl game, bowl game. We got 3 games left. 15 extra practices for all the younger guys in the red shirt dude, which is pivotal. It's crucial for development. Oh, we got a hot take right here. All right, we got a hot take. Word on the street. Dawson is gone after the season. Mm. Jamil Burrows. What about him, Hurricane? But y'all saw that, right? Word on the street. Word on the street is Dawson is gone after the season. It's just the word. You know what I'm saying? Just the word. We don't know how true it is. All right, my bad, bro. We averaged 23 points. My bad, bro. Averaged 23 points last year, but minus Bethune Cookman. You know what I'm saying? 19, 30 points this season, but 21. Yeah, 21 points. The most, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to take out the other Rudy pools we played. Oh yeah, we played Florida the first game of the season in the swamp. So, but back to that hot take or that not really a hot take that bomb that Paisley that's dropped. How y'all feel about that? What y'all think? If that happens, if Dawson is going after the season, what do y'all think? I need to know. I want to see. Put it in the chat. Holla at your boy. This is Mario's offense. It ain't going anywhere. Could be true. But then I also would say this: if it's his offense, but he had a quarterback that threw for over 3,000 yards and 30 plus touchdowns. I believe he had 2 running backs that rushed for over 1,000 yards, or one that rushed for over 1,000, and the other one probably for like 800. And I think 2 receivers that had over 1,000 yards or close to it in Oregon. And that offense looked nothing like this one. So what's the difference? You feel me? What's the difference? But if Dawson is gone, how y'all feel about that? And what if it? I mean, yeah, what you know what I'm saying? And if it's true, is it because Dawson wants to leave or Mario wants to get rid of him? I agree. It'll definitely be a bad look on Mario. I don't think it'll be a good look. You get rid of 2 coordinators back to back. I definitely agree. But guess what? It's only, in my opinion, because this is who we thought. This is who the word was out on the street that he wanted from jump. I think right now there's only one coordinator that he would, I guess, from the outside looking in, from the public eye, would allow him to do what he want to do, and that's the coach from Toledo, who he wanted to be the OC from what was out there on the street, John Kendall. Now, if you watch his offense is way better than Dawson's, way better. But that's who he wanted. But he chose to stay. So I don't know, man. My thing is, it's your program. You do what you want with it, right? You do what you want with it. But at some point, we can't keep switching coordinators in and out, because you're not creating no continuity amongst the offensive players. You know what I'm saying? You don't want offensive players to keep spending winter workouts in spring learning a new offense, a new install. You want players to already come into winter workout, spring ball, knowing the offense, ready to rock and roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Have it down pat. And that allows the coordinator more flexibility to add in a little more wrinkles as you go. Because the majority of the offense, you already know it. So now I can add in more wrinkles that I may have went down and sat down with the Miami Dolphins coach, or Kyle Shanahan, or any other good OC out there that's even in college, or Lincoln Riley, or God, help me out? What's the He was at Texas Tech, then he was at Arizona Cardinals. He was the head coach there. You know what I'm saying? You go sit down with him and pick his brain on passing concepts and stuff like that. I mean, I ain't gonna say last season was way better. His was one read offense too. Here, RPO, throw it. So I'm not saying because his running concepts wasn't the best either. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the best offensive coordinator we had in Miami within the past since Al Golden was here was probably Jed Fish. Jed Fish was probably the best offensive coordinator we had from that point to now. Jed Fish was the best. Just from that point. I'm talking about from that point. I ain't talking about in the past, like the championship. I'm talking about from that point. When he was the OC to now, I think Jed Fish was the best OC we've had. We haven't had an OC like him at all. At all. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think. But yeah, I think Jeff Fish was, like I said, the best one we've had since then. You know, everybody else may have their own opinion. That's fine. You know, opinions vary. That's just my opinion. Yeah, so I agree with that, Hurricane. But yo, let's. So what y'all think? If Dawson was to leave, what do y'all think? Who do y'all want? Who would y'all like to see come in here and coach this offense? Maybe he's not getting fired. Like I said, what if he's not getting fired? What if he decides he wants to leave? What if he decides he wants to bounce? What if he got a job already lined up? Right? What if he has a job already lined up? You know, what if it's a head coaching job at a G5 school? You know what I'm saying? What if it's another job at a G5 school? I agree with that. So niggas, you think we take another crack at Candle? Is that what you say? You think we take another crack at Candle? How about Sean Lewis? That was at Kent State. That was the Colorado's offensive coordinator. His offense is fine. Just the old line is bad. His offense was great at Kent State. Gave Georgia fits. Just throwing names out there. Not saying that Dawson is leaving. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would want him to leave. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would want him to leave. You know what I'm saying? I would maybe want to see what he'd look like with a different signal caller back there. So, but I mean, but we all can agree on this though, right? We all can agree on this. I know we ran 7 plays, bro. Exactly. There's no excuse. None. But we can all agree on this, right? Something has to change offensively. Can we agree on that? Yes, no, thumbs up. Can we all agree that something has to change offensively? Because It looked the same as last week when I was up at NC State. Looks the same. Nothing changed. They did nothing different. They did nothing different, bro. Only thing is, no, it was different. Instead of Mark Fletcher having a buck, having a C note rushing, 100 yards rushing, it was Don Chaney this week. That was it. Oh, and Jacoby George getting off. That was it. But I said it on the Storm Warner show. I think I said it on the Storm Warner show or on the Mayhem show. I said Florida State is not going to play. They're going to play as man because that's who they are. They're going to play as man and say beat it. And we were supposed to beat it. Like I'm trying to figure out what happened to all this speed we supposed to have. What's up with Tyler Harrell? Why can't we line him up in the slot and sit him on the vertical up the seam to occupy that safety and have something coming underneath him, right? Like all that speed we got, why aren't we utilizing it? But I'm not privy. I'm not privy to information. I'm not there. I don't claim to be an insider because I'm far from that. I'm not that at all. I just get stuff secondhand, third hand, fourth hand, word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? I sit back and I wait before I say something on it. And I want to see if it pays out. Then maybe I say something on it. Maybe I won't. There's a lot of stuff that I know that I don't talk about. I don't say. So yes, he did, Pedro. From what I heard when we did a show early, when he got hired, some guy who covered Houston mentioned that Dana Hogerson took play calling duties from Dawson. So I do believe that. I do believe that is true. And maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it was out there. It was out there. Kobe Young definitely has to get involved a lot early. Definitely. I mean, if he catch it with a face mask, catch it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna ridicule him for dropping the pass because that's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? But he got speed for days. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. I don't know why he's not playing. I don't know why he's not playing. So I'm not gonna get up here and speculate nothing because I don't know. I don't know why he's playing, why he's not playing. But it's almost like last week, Bashard didn't play much. Then like tonight, Bashard goes in, make a play. They take him out. One of my sons come in the room. Yo, Dad, man, I hate when they take Bashard out. Like, yeah, man, I just don't understand, bro. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I ain't making no excuses for nobody, yo. Like some people gotta go. I'm, I'm not really. I think we need a new D tackle coach. I've been on record to say that. I think D tackle recruiting stinks. I think the D tackle recruiting this cycle stinks. I don't think it's been good at all. So I think we need a new D tackle coach, and that's my opinion. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Some people may feel different. I mean, that's fine. They could feel different. It's all good. But I think we need a new D tackle coach. Sorry. It is what it is. No hard feelings. It's a business. You know, move Joe off field. Bring somebody else on. Simple. It is what it is. Like yo, we gotta get better at every facet. Player development, player recruiting, player personnel, whatever. That means coaching gotta get better. Like, yeah, everything has to get better from top to bottom in this program, yo, for us to consistently win. And just listen to them talk about Florida State when they was like, yeah, they were like, yeah, Florida State's already back. They're in national championship talks and contention. Miami is taking steps to get him back. I'm tired of hearing that narrative. As much as true as it is, as true of a statement that it may be. I'm still tired of hearing it. And I lost a bet to a coworker. Damn. But it's all good. I'm a man of my word. So I think Florida could probably beat Florida State. To be honest with you, I think they can beat them. I really do. I think they can beat them. Is it gonna be easy? No, but I think they could beat them. I do. You know what I'm saying? I think they could beat them. We should have beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like we should have beat them tonight. Let's see. Took a safety from us. So we had 20 points. So that have been 22, right? We missed a field goal. That'd have been 25. We down by two. All we need is to get in the field goal range to win the game. Think about it. All we need to do is get in the field goal range. All we have, all we need is to get in the field goal range, and we win 28-27. Yeah, we lost three. Yeah, we lost 3 years in a row to these dudes. Manny's last year. Manny's last year as the head coach here. Mario's first year, and this year, 3 straight losses. They about to clean up in the recruiting trail. They about to clean up. So get used to it. Be prepared. They about to clean up. Facts, Hurricane, facts. But yeah, we got 3 straight losses against these dudes, man. 3 straight losses against these dudes. But offense, bro. Offense. Offense is real pedestrian right now. Real pedestrian. But y'all been rocking with me for like an hour and a half, man. I appreciate y'all coming up here, A BLAKK-Thought, you know what I'm saying? FreeStyle Fanatic Saturday night after the game. I think this is my first post game show. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the first time I did the show directly after the game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think so. Yeah, I think this is it. You know what I'm saying? I had some cat come in here running off at the mouth, speculating, and I had to give him that Mike Tyson combo, that uppercut to the body and get you to bend over, and then give you that uppercut to the chin and your nose and got him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He tried to come in here and try to change the whole dynamic of the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't gonna let him do it because you know what I'm saying. If you throw a rocket to a pack of dogs, on- only dog that holler is the one who get hit. You feel me? But no, real talk. Appreciate you, brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if we had any ladies in here tonight. I know we normally one lady normally pops in. I ain't see her tonight, but if she was in here, appreciate you too for coming through, hanging out with me tonight. Um, it's gonna get better, family. We gotta trust and believe that it's gonna get better. I think next week is gonna be it's gonna be a tough game. Louisville is good. It's gonna be a tough one, but I think we get that dub. I think we'll beat Boston College as well, and head to a bowl game. If we get that win at the bowl game, we'll finish what? What's that? We win what? We six? That's eight, eight, nine. We finish 9-4. You know what I'm saying? We finish 9-4. That looks a lot better, right? Moving on. You can recruit. Like yo, look what we did last 2 games. Spurts and throughout the season. But main question for a lot of offensive cats, especially receivers, is that offense. I want to make it to the league. How can I make it if I ain't getting targets? If you ain't using me, you feel me? So that's the conversation that the cats that get paid millions. They got to answer that. We just talk about it. You feel me? We just talk about it. I hope Jakari plays next week. I really do. I really do. I really do. I really do hope he plays next week. But with that being said, family, I appreciate y'all coming to rock with me tonight. Be on the lookout for a Storm Warning show coming next week for sure. Probably drop another A Black tomorrow for sure. And I may drop one after my Ravens game tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? A Black Thoughts, they I do them when I feel them. You feel me? And I'm glad all of y'all got the notification. If you didn't, please hit the post notification bell so you're notified. Subscribe. Um, hit the Cash App. Donate to the page to help build the brand. If y'all can, Cash App is right there if you want to. But yeah, we already at 1,000 subs. You know, we always trying to improve. You know, stat new subscribers on top of new subscribers on top of new subscribers. You know, just to build the channel. You know, what I'm saying we appreciate y'all that rock with us. You know what I mean? I don't do the social media posting like that. My brother does that. Groove. He's the social media dude. I don't do that. I just come up here and give y'all that raw and cut. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I mean? So, hey, I appreciate you, Max. Appreciate you, man. So, with that being said, Kang's family, love y'all. Appreciate you. Stay up. Be easy. If you go out tonight, be smart. If you go hang out tonight, be smart. You know what I mean? If you want indulge in some adult beverages, you know, Uber, Lyft, don't drive. Let's be smart. Let's get home. Let's be safe. You know, the sun will, hey, the sun will come up tomorrow in Miami as we prepare for Louisville, right? So, hey, go Canes. Let's go 2-0 for the rest of the season and finish out with a bold victory. Peace.